I just did me some talking to the sun, and I said I didn't like the way he got things done, sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know, the blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me. Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun, and I said I didn't like the way he got things done, sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know, the blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me.
peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one 𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒎𝒄𝒍𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒈𝒄𝒍𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂 not a blade of grass. This land is all I know. We're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we ain't moving nowhere, make no mistake. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one 𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒎𝒄𝒍𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒒, not one rice grain, not one 𝒄𝒑, not a blade of grass.
We love the open county of the Rupununi and the Essequibo, daytime or night. Though we may criticize it, this is our home, we love it, and we need to keep it. We have that right.
We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one 𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒎𝒄, not one rice grain, not one 𝒄𝒑, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one 𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒎𝒄, not one rice grain, not one 𝒄𝒑, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one 𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒎𝒄, not one rice grain, not one 𝒄𝒑, not a blade of grass.
This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil to one Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I... This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil to one Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana.
Good morning to you, and welcome down to Livewire. It is the 3rd day of May 2024, and we're here for the final episode of this week. Morning to all the persons tuned in already. Morning to all the persons across the 10 administrative regions of Guyana. Special good morning to those persons joining us from the diaspora as well. Really great to have you guys here. Quite a few things for us to discuss this morning. Again, I'd like to wish the young ones taking their NGSAs good luck. I think today is supposed to be the final day of the exam. You know, go out there and you guys do your best. Morning to all the people tuned in already. Vina Ramkaran, morning to you. Ram Narayan Singh joining us from NYC. Joe Nabijan in here on board from Canada. Rahim Amarali joining us from Canada as well. Rahim, we got rain here finally. Partner, the days are hot. Guyana hot. Eddie Ramna joining us from Paramaribo, Suriname. Welcome to the program. Neil Ramlochan joining us from NYC. Ronald Shivdial, good morning to you. And Ronald's joining us from Hollywood, Florida. Wazim Hasno, good morning to you, brother. Omar Sharif joining us from NYC. Indapal Narain, good morning to you. Indapal's joining us from Minnesota. Anthony Wang on the line from France, right? Pam Singh, morning to you and Trevor. Sherwin Siram, Henry Jagdio, Gil Ian, Derek Drupal, Soma Bipat, Mohammed Isaf, Aaron Raghubir, good morning to you. Sally Jones, Marlon Narain, Princess Naku, morning to you. Camila Narain, Rennie Passad, Dioraj Knott, good morning to you. Dionan Suku, joining us from Brampton, Canada. Indira, well, I guess her name is Indira, but Indira, morning to you. Rowena Lal, morning to you. Krista Kurpasad, good morning to you. Phil Diabru joining us from Canada as well. Who else we got here, by Leroy Mangle joining us from NYC. Tulsiram Chetty, good morning to you. Miss Ram Charan, good morning to you. Jamila Kayum, Lola Hari, Veer Badar, good morning to you. Dial Sukram, we still set for September, brother. We're going to the wedding. Trouble. Jerry Gomes, good morning to you. Richard Stanislas. Oh, no one knows what's going on there. Mazu Inshan, good morning to you. Rajiv Maraj, good morning. Prem Prashad. Jay Queen, welcome to the live. We haven't seen you here before. Marlon Boyce, good morning. You saw Ramsa, morning to you. Alan Khan, morning to you. Malchan Prem Kumar, good morning to you. Special good morning to Tanya Mahabir. The rain is here, Tanya. The soaking we done. What we gonna do? Rajan Singh, morning to you. Keith Adams, Raymond Lira. Yeah, Tanya the white Quincy could sing, you know. You must check you on Thursday at karaoke. You're always out there. Special good morning to Eunice Raghubir, joining us from Canada. I hope all is well with you, Eunice. I'll give Eunice a call. I ain't hear from Eunice in a while. Nirmala Allen, morning to you. Nanda Prasad. Wow. Nanda Prasad, morning to you. How are you and the family? Thank you for joining the live. Jasoda Budram, good morning to you. C.S. Narayan Samaru joining us from New York. Savita Sukras joining us from Clearmont, Florida. Renetta Small. Good morning to Miss Renetta Small. Miss Renetta Small is from the Guyap area. Yeah, one of the candidates from the LGE elections. And y'all often hear I say on this program that these candidates, the persons who didn't win, at the LGE in the areas, have been effecting so much change in their communities. I need to invite Miss Small on this program a morning to have her break down what she, as an activist, not a counselor, an activist, is able to do in her community. And we have counselors on the other side who are just wasting time instead of trying to make these communities better. Michael Pereira, morning to you. Ronald Martindale, morning to you. Bibi Jaikaran, morning to you. I didn't see Bibi before. Anhil, Tony Abdul, oh gosh. Miss Ishmael, morning to you. Mr. Gaji, morning to you. What's going on in the Rupanuni? Y'all getting any rain there as yet? Lance Henry, morning to you. Gomati Singh. Hayat Khan, joining us from Ohio. Nikita Harris, good morning to you. Billy C.S. Narayan, good morning, brother. Partner Billy here. Today, we're going to be talking about press conference and unforgettable. This will be talking about today, right? Prasad Ramesh, Jasoda, Sergeant, morning to you. Who else we got here by? Mir Hussein. Yamona, joining us all the way from Kumaka. Good morning to you. Kumaka Mines, I should say. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. How everybody doing? I see 𝒄𝒐𝒑𝒊𝒏𝒆𝒄𝒍𝒂𝒊𝒎 here. Vishal Indigit, my old schoolmate. Morning to you, brother. Thank you for joining the live this morning. Trevor Wallace, morning to you, brother. Now, guess what, guys? So y'all here, I usually tell y'all about using that little space in your yard and cultivating something. So when the people at the market playing the head in good, morning to Taras O'Brien. Chris, morning to you as well. So when the people in the market playing the head in good, you got to back up. Morning to Mukesh Vishnu, that the entire family. Mukesh, I'll send that information for you today. It's not that I forgot you. Jerry Gomes joining us from Florida. Morning to you. Now, one of the viewers here, Miss 𝒄𝒐𝒑𝒊𝒏𝒆𝒄𝒍𝒂𝒊𝒎, decided to send me a care package. Right? Miss Bridgelal decided to send me a care package of what she's been doing in her yard. So I got some Corolla, I got some okra, I got some boro. But I want to show y'all this okra. I might got to take off my chroma key. Right? Look at this okra size. Look at my hand. Let me take off this chroma key for a minute so y'all can understand what I'm talking about. And you're finding this at the market, people. Right? You're not finding this at the market. Look at this here for a quick minute. Right? Look at this. This is an okra. Look at my hand. Look at this okra. You understand? And I broke it too to make sure that it wasn't hard or anything. and they're all around the same size, you know. Nice. You see the snapping, they ain't hard or nothing. So listen, don't let anybody make you feel that they're holding you at ransom, right? Don't let anybody make you feel they're holding you at ransom. This is where you could be growing in your yard. Y'all see what's showing you? You see what's showing you? This is where you could be growing in your yard, right? So be like 𝒂𝒊𝒔𝒆 and operate with sense. So the market people will know that they can't show off themselves when they're ready, right? And guys, the Courdel are just as big. The borer, if you see it, you understand? And I think she's only using our organic manure and fertilizer and that kind of thing. You understand? Cow mold, them kind of thing. Gani Prasad joining us from Buffalo, New York. Welcome to the program. Right? So anyway, guys, let's jump into it. So as you know, the Vice President has his press conference yesterday, and we'll be talking about that. But I wanted to share something with you guys that I saw posted yesterday. And I mean, you know, sometimes it's hard to wrap your head around the extremes persons would go to either mislead or misrepresent a situation, right? Especially if they feel like they need to pull out all the stops to get people to believe them. So yesterday, well, as persons would know, Burna Boy was here for the Unforgettable concert, and the show was well attended. And I saw this post yesterday. I saw this post yesterday, right? And I was like, what? Really? We going to these kinds of levels? We're going to these kinds of levels, man. This is what we descend into. I want to make it big so y'all could see, right? I want to make it big for y'all so that y'all could see. So that now, this is a post by Norman Brown. They asked Burna Boy to wear red and black, but he was already briefed by his people who happened to be Africans. They told him about the terrible treatment of African Guyanese at the hands of the wicked regime. Burna went to his room and came out wearing that top. There's power in those colors. Right? So Burna Boy put on this because he was in support, allegedly in support of I don't know what to call it. I don't know what to call it. You understand me? But this here to me is the definition of a drowning man clutching at straws. You are trying to gain support by any means necessary. That you using Burna Boy outfit to gain points? Really? That's what we going down to? Right? And I mean, somebody as outspoken as Burna Boy, whether it's now or when he go back to Africa or wherever he going, let's see if he gonna make a statement to support what you are saying, Mr. Norman Brown. Let's see if we're gonna hear from Burna Boy, whether he felt Afro-Guyanese in Guyana are being discriminated against. You know, because again, these allegations aren't backed up by anything substantial. It's just persons like Norman Brown making wild statements. So this morning, well, yesterday I saw the Burna Boy post. So this morning, now, I came back to screen grab it. Then I noticed this here. Guyana, a police state under the PPP, posted 39 minutes ago. And I'm wondering, how does Norman Brown come up with these things? Or how do PNC operatives come up with these things? Now, in this here, there's a claim that the police force um, is forced to attend the PPP's Congress, right? Now, just let me make it clear. These are absolutely unsubstantiated claims, absolutely false, right? The PPP Congress is a party event, not a state event. And attendance by police officers is neither mandated nor required. Allegations of a police state under the PPP are inflammatory and are designed to spread fear without evidence. So Norman Brown is not going to come to you and say, oh, I got this message, or I got a screen grab here that's saying all officers are required to attend. Wild statements. Wild statements. You understand? And never substantiated by anything. Never substantiated by anything. Now, Guyana operates under a democratic system with a clear separation between political parties and law enforcement agencies, right? The role of the Guyana police force is to maintain public safety and order during public events. This is a common practice for large gatherings, regardless if it's regardless of the political affiliation of the event's organizers. You understand? So when the PNC have their Congress, they might have police there too. And as we know, their Congress got people discharging firearms and all kind of thing when the results of the Congress don't suit the people who want to be in power. And again, this is not an unsubstantiated statement. The last Congress that saw Granger back at the helm of the PNC was highly controversial. Y'all remember Barney? Well, I mean the guy in the purple suit and the purple hat shooting up the place? Y'all remember Aubrey Norton outside Congress Place in a video claiming that the elections were rigged? Let me see if I can pull up the video quick for y'all. You understand me? So that's some of the reasons why the police are needed at some events. Especially like a PNC Congress, because anything can happen there. Anything can happen there. Anything can happen. I got to take some time and look for this video. I'm gonna get it for y'all in the new week. And get it for y'all in the new week. Right? But we know that this has happened there. Now, the PPP Congress, like any major event, may require security presence to ensure the safety of attendees. This does not imply political interference or control over the police force. Now, they went on to talk about the PPP Congress being on arrival day, and now the PPP Congress on arrival day is not intended to send any message of Indian supremacy, right? As persons know, the party represents a diverse cross-section of Guyanese society and they have always advocated for inclusivity and unity among ethnic groups. So the timing of the Congress, I would say, is in my view, coincidental. I would say it's coincidental. Right? Now, the PPP has a long-standing commitment to inclusivity, advocating for unity among all ethnic groups in Guyana. And the party has a diverse membership and represents a wide cross-section of society. So I don't understand how arrival day and look, come to think of it, isn't it the government that changed it from Indian arrival day to just arrival day to represent all the persons that came? Let me Google that and see. I think that happened a while ago. Okay, no. No. It's still Indian Arrival Day. I see it's still Indian Arrival Day. I heard something in relation to that, right? But I'm saying it's just a coincidence. And for Norman Brown to insinuate something like that, it shows you the type of mind, the type of thinking someone like Norman Brown possesses. They pick at every little thing, every little thing. Barnaby happened to wear a green and yellow jacket. He wear it in protest, according to them. Let's see if I get an interview with Barnaby. I'll find out this jacket story for real, right? Now, the suggestion that the PPP government has instructed the Guyana Police Force to attend not to secure the Rick Ross Valiant show in Linden is unverified. There's no evidence of that, right? What's his name? Norman Brown has presented no evidence of that. We have heard none of the promoters saying that they went to the police station about the permits and getting police there or barricades or anything and saying that the police tell them they ain't coming out. Right? Now, to be clear, law enforcement's presence at public events is based on security needs and risk assessment, not political consideration. So that is something key for Norman Brown to understand. Right? Now, Linden, as a predominantly Afro-Guyanese community, is not being targeted or neglected by the PPP. The party's policies and practices are designed to ensure equitable treatment for our Guyanese, regardless of race or political affiliation. And that has been shown time and time again. Despite what the opposition says, you see initiatives, projects, and plans implemented in opposition strongholds. So take, for instance, New Amsterdam. New Amsterdam had a flooding issue. The activists and councillors on the PPP side there lobbied central government. Now New Amsterdam has 2 pumps to ensure that the commercial zone in that area is not affected due to flooding, right? New Amsterdam has several new roads, footpaths, and those kind of things going on there. New Amsterdam, well, I should say Region 6 is, well, Palmyra is close to New Amsterdam. You got hospitals, you got stadiums, all kind of thing going up there. A new airport going there. Linden. I keep lamenting on Linden. Anything that you look at, any infrastructure that you look at that is public government infrastructure in concrete, PPP. Any government infrastructure, school, health center, wherever you look at them. Amelia's Ward, the extension, phase 4, phase 1, phase, all of them, PPP. Block 22, PPP. These secondary schools in Linden, PPP. All that concrete, PPP. Right? If you go into Amelia's Ward, APN, UPNC stronghold, you will see several concrete roads done. Ask the people in Amelia's Ward how many roads they did in the time 2015 to 2020. Their stronghold, Linden votes PNC, PNUFC, they do. They do. And they're entitled to vote how they feel. But I keep suggesting to them, vote for people who are trying to make your life better. You understand? So the desalinization plant outside at Amelia's Ward there, the labor office in Linden to deal with the issues with persons working at the mines and logging camps and all those things in that area. Right? Development is happening. There's a new 4-lane bridge to connect Wisma and Mackenzie. There will be the asphaltic surface that will be going all the way to let them eventually. It has already started. So when they want to make it seem like these areas that support the PNC don't get support from the government because of skin color or race or whatever you want to call it. Utter nonsense, right? So the allegations of a police state and political interference in the Guyana police force are based on rumors and lack credible evidence. Normal thing with the opposition. Lacking of credible evidence, right? The PPP is committed to democratic principles, inclusivity, and respect for law enforcement and its independence, right? The attempts to incite division and promote false narratives about the PPP's governance are a part of a broader strategy to undermine the party's focus on unity and progress. So y'all often hear the vice president talk about people engaging in gaff. The politicians in power right now are not interested in corner gaff and rum shop gaff. They need to fix what was left by the former government and advance their manifesto agenda, which they have been doing at a rapid pace. And that cannot be disproven by anybody in the opposition, right? You just have to look around the place. Sometimes, look, the other day I'm passing on the East Coast, right? And just the day before, somebody was complaining to me about the price of sand. And I was saying to them, y'all realize how many things going on in this country right now? And some of these things, it's not, the government don't have no control over the sandpit man and the price for his sand. But the sandpit man realize, hey, this is a hot commodity right now. Everybody got to get sand. The government buying the most sand. So you would see those forces, because of the demand, they're raising the prices. This brings me back to Linden and Mr. Roberts, who called me about taximen raising the prices on the traveling public there, and him wanting the government to implement price control. That's not the issue. We got to talk to Lindeners or the taxi operators there and ask them to stop being unscrupulous with their fellow Lindeners. The gas prices in this country, the government is subsidizing the cost. The government is subsidizing the cost of gas prices. So all these talk about increases of fare and all these things, it's just Guyanese being mean to Guyanese. Had nothing to do with the government. Nothing to do with the government. The government has done its part. You understand? The government has done its part. And they continue to do their part. And that's what I told y'all the other day. Mohammed could give away what he wants. You cannot equate it to the interventions made by government. Impossible. I don't care how much house Mohammed built, the government had to make the land available. I don't care how much indigenous villages he goes to and shares out hampers, the government does do that all over the place. In much more villages, has touched much more villages than that team. So we need to be real people. You understand? So I wanted to touch on this Norman Brown nonsense that he was putting out there. You understand? And this claim that the PPP got this control over the police and blah, 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 unsubstantiated. No evidence to back it up. And like I said, normal thing with the opposition, right? So it's like you go into America and claiming discrimination with no evidence of discrimination. Oh my goodness. Look, somebody messaged me. I could call the person's name. And the person was suggesting that the government, is what he said. He was suggesting that the government list all names of persons getting contracts, right? He was suggesting that the government publish in the newspapers and TV stations names of Afro-Guyanese getting contracts. And I said to him, listen, if the government does that, right, it can cause victimization, because you already see how Mark Benchcup and these people calling for the boycott of their same Afro-Guyanese. The same Afro-Guyanese. So if the government does that, them contractors go cook. The contractors, they go cook. The vice president made a or highlighted something yesterday that even got past me. And as he said, you ever notice that the only time you hear the opposition like really jumping down the throat of contractors is when it's Afro-Guyanese contractors? Now, across this country, they got, as the vice president said, many contractors that don't finish the contract sometime. But what they do is focusing on the Afro-Guyanese contractors. So now Afro-Guyanese get a contract is an issue. When they get a contract is an issue. Pick a struggle. Pick a struggle. Pick a struggle. Anyway, let's move on to the press conference in detail. So as you guys know, yesterday Vice President Dr. 𝒏𝒂𝒔𝒆 had his press conference, and he would have touched on several issues, you know, here in Guyana, upcoming events and things like that. So first of all, he shared some information on the upcoming 32nd PPP Congress, where there are over 3,000 delegates and observers, and this is a reflection of a significant increase in participation since the last Congress. Now, the Congress will focus on strengthening the party, defending the country's interests, and uniting the people, and fostering progress and prosperity. Now, the Congress will feature 7 workshops on important themes such as politics, parliament, social and economic policy, local government, social media, international relations, and youth and gender. The workshops are aimed to collect feedback from delegates to shape future party policies and strategies. Now, the Congress will conclude with elections for the Central Committee and other key positions, and this ensures that the party is, you know, upholding democratic processes. Ayub Sharif, morning to you, brother. Get your text message. Are you watching us from Toronto? Right? Now, the vice president also addressed racism and inclusivity. And he mentioned that the PPP is committed to confronting racism and promoting inclusivity across all communities in Guyana. The party actively opposes discriminatory practices and seeks to engage with all Guyanese, regardless of ethnicity. And we are seeing this on many fronts. Now, the recent attempts by the opposition to create racial divides are a part of a broader strategy to undermine the government's inclusive approach. So this last point that I made here speaks to people like, oh gosh, I keep calling the guy Apostle London. Deshaun had given me a name for him, I can't remember. But the Apostle, who has an issue with the One Guyana mantra. Nobody said it's taking over the motto. Nobody said it's the new motto. If that is the president's mantra, if that is what he sees for Guyana, one Guyana, not a Indian Guyana and Afro Guyana, or a Amerindian Guyana or a Chinese Guyana, one Guyana, all of us coming together as one. What's the issue with that? Why is that so upsetting to the to the apostle. Why is one Guyana so upsetting? What is wrong with that? What is wrong with Guyanese coming together? Right? Now, the vice president took some time to address misinformation and some criticism. Now, the opposition's narrative of discrimination and racism against the PPP is based on misinformation and is inconsistent with the party's actions. And I would have mentioned to you earlier of how the PPP government has been active in opposition communities, ensuring that they benefit. So fire all boys town. And put aside the rest that I mentioned before, New Amsterdam and Linden. So fire and all boys town. So finally, Sophia getting good roads. And the opposition didn't think that necessary for the people in Sophia, although their headquarters sit at the head of Sophia. You understand? Look at all boys town now. They don't have one single bad road or bad bridge in all boys town or footpath in all boys town right now. Right? If you drive through all boys town, you think you're driving on Bel-Air or one and places how the road's smooth. You think you're driving there. You understand? Now the PPP's policies focus on equitable development, education, and opportunity for all Guyanese, regardless of race or background. And the government's various scholarship and training programs, such as Goal and Grow, have benefited thousands of Afro-Guyanese, providing them with education and skill building opportunities. What can we compare this to? We had 21,000 people passing through the Bertram Collins College of Stupidness for the public service. And just to give you how limited these people thinking are, other sectors don't need workers too. Why not upskill people in a broad-based way? Why we send everybody to public service? We need operators. We need doctors, lawyers, things like that. Oh, they had the program where we used to carry a set of children up Maduini there for the weekend. Don't know what came out of that and what kind of how valid the certification is. Now, the vice president took some time to debunk claims of discrimination, right? And this is in relation to the Mocha incident. And I spoke about it yesterday. I was supposed to deal with it in more detail today. Now, again, complete misrepresentation of the situation. And one of the things I wanted to touch on yesterday that I didn't have time to. Nigel London spoke of the APNU doing some survey, and this is ancestral land and this and that, right? Let's say that is the case. The APNU do this survey indeed. Where is the documentation? Right? It's ancestral land. Which ancestor this land passed down to? Who? Where the title or the lease, the transport that said this is ancestral land that passed down from Tom Jones to Courdel Jones. So Courdel Jones now owns this land. It's not a part of the government reserve or nothing like that. Yesterday, y'all heard the vice president give you in exact numbers the offer given to this woman for her property. I think she had a shop at the bottom of the place there. $14 million. Constructed house too, mind you. Offered to her. And because she's an APNU AFC councillor, she decides not to opt for what the government is offering. Whose fault is that? You are living in illegality. The government give you opportunity. They give you land, they expedite your transport, they pay all the processing fees, give you 14 million, offer your transport to help you move, compensate you for your crops that you probably had there, Give you land to go and farm. But all Mark Benchcop knows is that this lady rolling in the mud. And when you contrast that to how the PNC treated squatters in certain areas in this country, it's a vast difference. The Ministry of Housing would have been working with those people long. Trying out. Oh, I am moving. Y'all is supposed to be here. Oh, government reserve. Oh, we building a highway. Oh. Up to now, I will say it like Nigel London said on his program. I haven't seen one photo. And Nigel, you say you hear from one contractor. I called 3. I have not seen one photo of a buried pig, cow, or nothing of the sort. Because you remember they said the people come in and kill the animals and dig hole and bury them and all kind of thing. Nobody can catch a photo. Nobody can catch a video with her. Which pig? Listen to me. Which pig hearing an excavator, seeing an excavator come in, can stand up there for an excavator, dig a hole and put it inside and bury it? That's some PNC pigs. That gotta be pig from RB Norton Farm in Linden. You understand? Morning to Rihanna Jumon, the big one and the little one. Oh my gosh, this girl, competition winner. I see you on this live, and work had me bad. I told your aunt I was gonna visit you early in the week. I have your stuff here, so I see you. I ain't gonna call your name and let the people know who you are, but I see you on the live. Miss Cody walk, Miss Cody jump. I see you, and I'm gonna. We can start it out. Jeez, Congress and all this other stuff. Trouble. Anyway, as I was saying, back to the vice president's press conference. So that's the situation. That was the situation in Mocha. So Mark Benchcop is not gonna tell the persons on his live, this lady get 14 million. This lady get house. This lady get house or land or work. She was offered a house lot or a constructed house already. She was offered 14 million for a structure that was illegally constructed. If she was a farmer and had crops there, she was offered compensation for the crops. She was offered land to go and farm, or those persons who were farming, they were offered land to go and farm. Completely misrepresent. You understand? And post a picture with the vice president, like the vice president being there or was involved in any way, shape, or form. Squatting is illegal in Guyana, people. And I know a lot of persons know. But for some reason, and I've heard this before, I'm not encouraging anybody to do it because the government has made it clear they're not dealing with no new sets of squatting. You understand? I've heard persons say they're going to squat because they get to jump the line in housing. And again, we come back to Guyanese being mean to other Guyanese. So when those persons go and squat, and the government got some development and literally have to move them for the development to happen, those persons now jump people who are in the line waiting long for years, because you can't just throw people on the road. You understand me? You can't just throw people on the road. So now the government has to go and find place to put you who squatting illegally before people who went the right way and went through housing. Morning, caller.
Good morning. A blessed morning to you. See, we get another rain, my brother.
Yeah, man, we needed it.
I just want to highlight 3 things because I know you're a busy day for you. Let's start the first one. The first one, did you hear Lincoln Lewis on the media rally?
No, sir. I can't process Lincoln. On a serious note, it's hard for me.
Must check it back. I knew the nonsense these guys they're talking. These guys is one corrupt. The corrupt and the one cause confusion in this country. So he congratulate Bridal Ford and the other one, saying that he congratulated them and they stand up to the court and well, those childish behavior. This come on. I listened Harvey Norton press conference, and he agreed with Ben's Contra, read him again, and the other one.
Yeah, with the boycott.
Yeah, for boycott the black people business in New York. If it's the PPP one, that's what PPP will get. Don't trouble in PPP. Don't untrouble PPP. Eat trouble in the own. They're going for election coming up. But here's what he's saying.
Yeah.
They're going for election come up, and here was what he's saying. The second thing I was going to understand that that the police force is not supporting some show down there in Linden, but Barnaby show is PPP supported, and it's PPP. You know, there's a lot of childish behavior. Everything is PPP. Everything is PPP. It's not good. I don't know that the police force could tell you when you pay, because you got pay for your security.
Exactly.
So I don't know the police force going to tell these bands the corrupt and the confused. I was listening to the same guy we talked about this morning, and this girl flew best, what's her name? And the other one saying that the police force is controlled by the police, by the PPP, and Barnaby show, he didn't make it on the show when he put on black bread, yellow and green, yellow and red, and that's what he put on black. Everything was black. It was pure, not just on the show. Everything, every day you pick up a paper or anything, check you. I was listening to this guy who owned an arcade too. Like he and night with the government because he and get some war weapon. And like he and night with the government, he talk a lot of stuffness with neighbor Roshan Khan.
Roshan Khan?
Yes. We're going to hear how he getting on.
Yeah, but Roshan can't guard them, can't fire AR. Them is old people. What do you do with AR?
But then he say he applied for it since 2020, he never get it, and he talk about the nonsense about the PPP.
Them old guard can't shoot AR gun, man. They got shoot shotgun and revolver. Come on.
He already come black. But if you listen to him, I don't know if you don't listen to him, you will hear what he going on with.
I gotta go and check. So you're saying Roshan Khan was on Bork Show?
No, he wasn't on Bork Show. He's got the
In the Raw.
Yeah, right. He's got the in the Raw. He was talking. Like, he talked very nice at all about the government.
Oh God. Okay, I gotta check it out and see.
Yeah, I don't want to keep you back too long. Anyway,
yeah, thanks for calling, brother.
I want to say, but I want to keep you back.
All right, thanks for calling.
Okay.
Man, look, you know something? They got a lot of people once they don't get the way. Everything gone so. You understand? I haven't seen the Roshan Khan video. I gotta go and look at it. He's tagged me, but the introductions alone. In the Raw. I gotta try the Livewire with Courdel Jones. Welcome down to Livewire. Gotta try it out. Anyway, but listen, Mark Benchcup, Rick Football, Norman Brown will continue to pick up things to try to gain momentum for the party that they support. And it's not going to work. It's not going to work. People got sense, right? People got sense. So they can't come and tell people foolishness, but police want to support show and Pam. Okay, Pam, I ain't gonna do it no more. Right? They're telling people about things that it makes sense. Anybody got time with show? People looking to put food on the table. They want good road to drive on. They want schools for the children to go to. You understand me? That's what they're concerned about, putting food on the table. And again, I maintain the opposition has nothing of substance to ridicule the government about. You understand? There's nothing of substance to them to ridicule the government about. So they will continue to go like flu bus went port and make yourself an idiot. Patterson talking about all kind of thing that he never do as the substantive minister of public works for the coalition government. And then Ferguson checking the road and doing a set of stubbornness wrong. I didn't see she for a while. Where on it? Somebody please check on the Guyanese hypocrite. I've not seen her in action for a while. Please make sure that our national treasure is up and about. Because trust me, life won't be the same without Annette. You got people like Sherrod Duncan playing the talking about corruption when he wrongfully spent up the people money at Chronicle and Gita Chandan and Moses Nagamutu had to knock him off. The PNC talks about corruption with a guy like George Norton and the drug ban scandal. 14 million a month for lube and condoms. You understand me? And they talk about when have you seen the PNC present someone? Look, I am sitting here in front of your face and talking to you about development in Guyana. Right? You know Courdel Jones. You could see me. Right? They cannot bring one person in front of you with legitimate evidence to say, well, hey, I am being discriminated against. We're not dealing with people who are extremely late this morning. That was more than a quick conversation. Look at the hour. I'm hurt. I'm talking to y'all, somebody in comments. But yeah, y'all understand what's going on? Y'all understand what's going on? They will never present to you. Like take, for instance, LGE, right? Auntie Data appear out of nowhere. And Auntie Data in her video did not highlight a specific issue that caused her not to want to vote PPP. Right? Auntie Data. Since Auntie Data, they go and find a PNC councillor and another PNC supporter to complain, but probably the few drains that didn't get do yet and the drying floor. Now somebody made a point about that drying floor video. So the person was saying, if the drying floor wasn't being used, it would have been very dirty because people just got to sweep up the paddy when you put it there so the floor gonna always clean. That's why it looks like people using it. So Sherrod and the big man was misleading persons about the drying floor in Wakenham. You understand? The guy said if the drying floor was not being used, it would have been dirty. The mere fact that you saw it so clean means people putting paddy on it and sweeping up the paddy when they're done. Because that's how you pick up the paddy. You got to sweep it up and put it back in the bag. So there was a line about the drying floor. I've been looking at the work on the pump station at Planted Walk. I haven't seen Janice return. Janice Mahipal, why don't you come and do another video? The contractors, they're working. Janice took the guy, 2 days the guy wasn't there. Because the day I saw the live, the day before, these people vibrate in my house, how they compacting the loam on the road that they're building, the access road for the pump station. So why hasn't Janice Mahipal returned to Planting Walk and show the people that the pump station building? But that's what they do. They're going to go around and look at a project, check and see if the contractor there, and go and make a seal. Janice Mahipal, Lola Harry. Lola want to know who's Janice. Janice Mahipal, the big auntie from the opposition. The one who spent up the UG money to go and buy car. The rain panchu morning to you. You understand what's going on? Janice. And these are the same people who want to go into parliament and shout to the top of their lungs about corruption and friends, family, and favorite. Well, we have more evidence of friends, family, and favorites coming out of the opposition camp. Brooms and Shichiren, the Guyanese hypocrite, Anik Ferguson, 𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒎𝒆𝒏𝒕 Ali, if there's your name, the MP, she went and studied too. Janice, who get the house after the no confidence. Ubraj, who collect house after the no confidence. Who's this, boy? Carl, good morning. Hello? Hello? I got credit like I called you back. These people. I gotta start doing like critic, you know, and throwing up the numbers when they're harassing me. Morning. Yes. Yes, you're live. Pardon me?
I tried to get through.
Yeah, well, you get through here now.
Yeah. Morning. I'm calling from 𝒏𝒐𝒂𝒊𝒆𝒄.
Oh.
And I'm calling for remember when the 2050, the 2050 when going power, Mr. President Granger, they go up and said that squatting is illegal. If you could bring up the clip, if you could get it and bring it up, they say it's illegal, and the law that deal with them. Yeah,
right.
Calling for tell you.
I want to ask you a quick question before you go, brother, because you're not somebody that I know or I've ever met before.
And every morning I watch your show. Right now I watch your show right now.
Thank you for the support. I want to ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
What have you been seeing in terms of development in 𝒏𝒐𝒂𝒊𝒆𝒄?
In 𝒏𝒐𝒂𝒊𝒆𝒄? Well, in 𝒏𝒐𝒂𝒊𝒆𝒄, the road doing, things doing. Yeah, things doing right now. Yeah, and they're saying that nothing is doing here and this and that. I see a program every morning.
I see y'all got a big hotel going up there too.
A big, oh, yeah, there's in Front Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Mordon.
Okay.
Hopkinson.
Okay. Something like an Afro name, man. I thought black people ain't getting through with nothing in this government.
Black people ain't getting through. Black people getting through with nothing, my boy. Nothing. Yeah.
All right, brother. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, okay. You take.
I see Mr. Abrams on this live. Please remind me. I keep saying Apostle Nigel London. You give my. I look back at the video from yesterday and I saw your comment, but I can't remember exactly what you said. Could you, Deshaun, please remind me so I don't use Apostle anymore. But you see what I'm talking about, people. You see what I'm talking about. The guy called and the phone cut off. I called him back. I've never met this gentleman. I don't know who he is. He says he watches the program. Right? Roads doing in �𝒐𝒂𝒊𝒆𝒄, housing scheme. Afro-Guyanese building a very big hotel in there. I talking more than 4 or 5 stories up. So things happening despite what the opposition is telling you. The false prophet Nigel London is a blasted liar. Thank you, sir. False prophet. The false prophet. The false prophet Nigel London. I gotta remember that one. Right, people? So things are happening, and you have seen and heard from Afro-Guyanese contractors who are benefiting. That gentleman just let us know that infrastructure in �𝒐𝒂𝒊𝒆𝒄 is being built out. So persons in that area will now enjoy nice, proper roads. The schools getting the needed support. And just to show you how petty they are, y'all remember when they had some window issue at some school, right? So, I mean, oh gosh, with these regions You gotta submit requests. The request gotta get processed. You understand? It takes some time. So a window fall out. They take a picture of the student in the school with the oh gosh, the teaching had better sense to move them aside, move them into another classroom or something. And sometimes I wonder, especially with some of our teachers, if better sense don't prevail. Especially the teacher that sit with the umbrella. Instead of she move them children away until the people come and fix the thing. And guess what? 2 days after, the window is fixed. So the opposition will continue to try to drill in people's head. Nothing is going on. But when people look around, when they look out the window, and I often see, when you're going to vote, look out your window, look at your community, and see what's happening for you and your neighbors in your community. How are you benefiting? How are your tax dollars coming back to you? Don't let me worry about oil and gas money. Right? Persons who are employed, you're paying taxes. Right? How is that money coming back to you? Teachers, despite the foolishness that the GTU is pushing in your brain, think about it. You have been receiving salary increases every year and retroactively. Compare that to the opposition. At one point, they told y'all, matter of fact, they told all public servants, y'all ain't got nothing to get this year. I think 1 year they gave a 50,000 one-off or 25,000 one-off bonus. And the next year, you had nothing to get. You understand? And that shows you the kind of planning and foresight of the opposition. Eat all, spend all, drink all, and done. Got time it tomorrow. Look at the non-salary benefits that have been implemented for teachers. And they pretend like nothing is done. Nothing was done. Right? They pretend like nothing was done. You heard the president at the Labor Day brunch talk about by 2030, the salaries in Guyana will be highly competitive. Everything takes time. But unfortunately, for opposition persons who are unaware how to build and develop, they would rather see the NRF fund completely depleted than to give persons sensible incremental salary increases. Y'all have seen the marks of the opposition based on what's in the NRF fund, based on what is collected. And their numbers is unrealistic. Yes, 2030, you can come back to Guyana. They're unrealistic in the opposition. They hear me? Unrealistic. And that's why you have so many Guyanese running back here now. Because despite what the opposition says, they're seeing opportunity. The Trinidadians seeing opportunity here. People coming to fall in oil and gas, getting agriculture, all kind of thing. So Guyana is moving forward despite whatever the opposition says. Whatever misinformation they put out there, whatever lies they try to put on the vice president. Now, we're going to go a little over time today. Now, continuing with addressing corruption allegations. The vice president made it clear that the PPP is committed to transparency and accountability in its governance practices, with contracts awarded through a public tendering process. The focus on specific contracts in recent editorials are unnecessarily negative and ignores the broader context of development and inclusive participation. Afro-Guyanese contractors have been given opportunity under the current government, contrary to the opposition's claim of discrimination. Now, aside from the 3 Afro-Guyanese contractors that I call, who have contracts above $2 million, these contractors that the false prophet Nigel London was talking about is like them little drainage contracts. You understand me? I did a community talk episode where I interviewed some of the persons who got these contracts. Young Guyanese, young Afro-Guyanese. Some of them is their first contract. So what is the government doing here? First of all, the government is giving them a chance to prove themselves. That's the first thing. By allowing them to, or giving them the opportunity to register business, get all the paperwork together, and here, look something small. You start with this, and we can progress. So those contractors, those Afro-Guyanese contractors that the false prophet Nigel London spoke of, with contracts $2 million and under, have proven themselves to the government that, hey, I can execute a contract given to me by government within the parameters set out by the contract in a timely manner. So those new contractors who didn't have an opportunity to be in the system under the PNC have proven themselves to the government to say, well, hey, I can get the job done. They have a better understanding of the bidding process. They have a better understanding of managing people. They have a better understanding of managing resources. So by giving these contractors an opportunity, you're imparting knowledge and experience. And this is something that the false prophet can't see. I guess it's because he's so liar. Lying big man. I can't stand him, man. Narcissist. Horrible guy. False prophet. Right? And I guarantee you, if the government is to do like what one of the viewers suggests, to list the Afro-Guyanese contractors, list all the Afro-Guyanese contractors, they're not going to say, okay, they're indiscriminating, okay, it's equitable. You know what they're going to say? House slave, soup drinker. That's what they're going to say. House slave, soup drinker. So you can't win. You cannot win. So, damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's the situation the PPPC government finds themselves in with the opposition. Garnish Rambly, morning to you. That is the situation the PPP finds itself in with the opposition. No matter. Doc Mike, can I send you an invite so we can discuss something with sense? How am I bringing down other people? Why you don't go on the opposition's programs and voice your opinion? Morning to OG Cupcake. Yeah, Doc Mike, could you send a number so I can send you an invite? Because we're going over time today. Let me send you an invite so you can come on this program and let's discuss what you might think is substance, Doc. Because I am discussing opposition misinformation and lies, and I think that's of substance. Right? So Doc, I think it's substance that the youths are actually exposed to business practices and how to operate in a business environment. I think that's of substance. So please, again, my number is on the screen. You can send me a WhatsApp message if you don't want to put your number in the comments, and let's have a friendly debate on what is substance and why I'm taking this angle with the opposition. Doc? Doc, you there? Okay. I guess Doc gone. And that's what I usually find with opposition personnel. They show up. They make a broad statement and then they're gone. Broad, baseless statement. Anyway, guys. Oh, you hit sending number in the banner? Oh gosh, it's not rocket, it's a sending number. I can send you an invite. You can come on this program right now on this live, and let's discuss things of substance. Doc, look my number scrolling at the bottom of the screen. I don't care if you're opposition or not, Doc. You're claiming I'm not discussing things of substance. I'm asking you to come on, let's discuss something of substance. What, or something you deem, you know, we want to talk about development. So contracts were signed for roadworks in Sapphire. The Ministry of Housing is moving ahead with the young professional homes for Guyanese and core homes program. The bridge to replace the Demerara Harbor Bridge works are moving apace, and there've been no issues so far with the contractors there. They're working well. The soybean and corn project, that's going well as well. I think they're planning on expanding. The aquaculture in Region 2, Mashabo, that is going extremely. Doc, call me. Doc, call me. Aquaculture in Mashabo is going really well, right? In Region 9, the indigenous people, they're making clay bricks for the housing program, for the new housing scheme they're putting there. Let's discuss stuff. Let us make a tying up my tongue, all kind of thing. Let's discuss stuff of substance, Doc. Works on the new housing scheme in Bartica are moving apace. So persons in Bartica will become home and landowners pretty soon, Doc. Heavy investment in agriculture across the regions, Doc. New airport at Palmyra. 12 hospitals across the region being constructed. Doc, where are you? I think Doc gone now. I think he gone now. And anything I said about Linden, if you're talking about that, in relation to concrete schools, housing schemes, water treatment plant, labor office, employment, roads, housing, Google it, Doc. It can be substantiated. Oh, you drive it. Doc, see, drive it. Doc, drive it. Doc, headed to work. Doc, Mike, hopefully I can get you on the program. Here's something. I don't like opposition people. Well, he says he's not opposition. But I don't like people to feel like running from them, you know. Because at the end of the day, I maintain anything I say on this program can be backed up with facts. You understand? Unlike opposition personnel. So whether you agree with me, Doc, do you live in Guyana? Doc, just let me know. You living in Guyana or you from Brooklyn? You boycotting anything, Doc? He driving. Don't let he text and drive and crash up. Right? So I allow you to do your thing, Doc. Me gonna bother with you. Doc, Mukesh said pull over and call. Pull over and call. Pull over and call. Oh no. Doc said no. We should take a block in that car. Blackie? Nah. We got Lowy. Anyway, guys, I get it out of here. Y'all remember registration for Congress has commenced. You see? Yes. No. Shucks, I clicked the wrong thing. Look, people. Look, people. And mind you, I have no problem with the persons in the diaspora. I have no issue with y'all. All we are one. We're Guyanese all together. But sometimes when overseas-based Guyanese would like to, and mind you, as an overseas-based Guyanese, you do have some right to comment on what's happening here as a Guyanese. You'll always be Guyanese, right? But I am suggesting you do so from an informed point of view, right? I'm not that I'm not. I don't want y'all to come here after looking at a Mark Benchcop show or looking at a Rickford Burke show to come and ask me foolishness or talk foolishness on my program, right? This is not that. We making up stories here. Yeah, OG. Living overseas and talking about what he is saying. You gotta come home, Doc. I'm inviting you home. I'm inviting you home. I'll take some time off and take you around and show you what's happening. Right? I'll take you around and show you what's happening. And you'll see what or how Guyana is being transformed. And look, I find it so sickening. I get so upset when people try to pretend like Guyana is in the same state it was 5 years ago or 6 years ago. Complete nonsense. Complete nonsense. And in some cases, morning to Mr. Dustani Barrow, another young Afro-Guyanese. Another young Afro-Guyanese who has a business that is thriving. Look, anyway, guys, y'all have a productive day. People, the registration for Congress has commenced today. We'll be streaming the opening of the Congress tomorrow at the Artichoke Conference Center, so you guys can tune in on the normal pages, my page, YouTube, the news desk. We'll also be broadcasting, and the PPPC Councilors page as well. We'll have the opening ceremony for the opening ceremony for the PPP's 32nd Congress. Doc looking for Mali. Doc looking for Mali. So on that note, Alan Khan, on that note, and because it's Friday, let me go.
There's gonna be a time where the is gonna come into effect.
Mali, 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 sugar, 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 papi, 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 sour, 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 sour.
Oh God.
Entertainer time.
Oh God.
All the girls,
Oh God.
Mali, 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 sugar, 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 papi, 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 sour, 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 sour.
That's the show, y'all. Right? When y'all think I hear BS in y'all, that's the antics of the opposition. You could imagine an MP showing up drunk to a budget debate. Not a regular parliament sitting, you know. Not a regular parliament sitting. A budget debate. Knowing fully well you got present. and current comments outside after. The antics with these people. You can't make these things up. They provide their own comedy. The opposition provides their own comedy. Anyway, guys, I saw somebody asking about the time of the live stream. I'll make a post on my page to give you guys exactly when the stream on Saturday will start for the opening of the PPPC Congress, the 32nd Congress of the People's Progressive Party, right? So that's all the time I have for today. We went a little over time. You know, it's just nice to break the rules a little bit. I'm heading out here. Remember, as I always say, be good Guyanese. Look out for people. Look out for opposition people too. They need help. Don't let me left them in the wilderness. Try your best to bring them to the light. Call them to the light. Come. Stop following nonsense. I didn't even get to touch on Aubrey Norton agreeing with the boycott. This guy's so retarded. So retarded. Oh, shucks. Let me show y'all one more thing before I go. One more thing before I go. The people them don't start campaigning against Aubrey Norton people. They already Rylesdale Ford and his team are in the field. Let me show y'all Aubrey Norton Goose Cook. Aubrey Goose Cook. The coalition Goose Cook. They ain't got nothing that can bring people back to them. But just let me show you. I saw a look stories that all the who back in Aubrey? What is enough scrolling, man? This thing they're low. It's a couple of days ago. I think they were in South Rumville. Mind you, Doc, South Rumveld, that got a 4-lane going through 𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒈𝒄𝒍𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 Doc, you know what's going on in this country, you know. Doc ain't have a clue what's going on in this country. Wait, like them post it on the APNU page. It's only Christopher Jones and post it. Where remember the party paid to Aubrey probably meant to take it down. Oh my goodness. Where is... All right, hold on. Let me check PNC page. Give me a second. I like y'all to be in the know, you know. I like y'all to know what is happening. What's this? I like y'all to know what is happening around you. And I want y'all to see this team. So we know clearly whose team right there. Oh man. Oh man. All right, well, it's definitely on Christopher Jones' page only. Let me go there. Then gonna put it on then gonna put it on the regular page. HON. Right, there we go. Okay, good. I fight it. Back. Team Aubrey out in full force. Right? Remember Team Aubrey, Team Risedale. So, exactly where Christopher Jones and Christine is standing up, the government put in a 4-lane for the people of South. You understand me? This is how these unscrupulous, bare-faced people are. Nothing they do in this community. South used to flood soon as the rains smile. South flood. You understand? And they're running in South to meet people. Team Risedale on the prowl. Team Risedale. They walk late into the night. So, it's where Risedale never had. I saw him in some of these photos. These flip through. Or this may be a, man, it's the same for. No, he gone to something else here. Accident on Hero Highway. Hold on. I think they took the photos down with Risedale in it. Okay, no. Here it is. Team Risedale. Team Risedale in South Georgetown. Right? Their Congress coming up, so Risedale and his team, they're out campaigning. So we understand Christina, Chris. I think that is this with the mouth, this long mouth porous in here is Shondell Smith Daniels. I think y'all ain't seen the mouse. No, yeah, the mouse there. Right. This lady. Shondell Smith. Oh God, Pato on the squad. El Pistolero on Team Risedale. El Pistolero. All over the place. On Team Risedale. Oh, scrap me, boy. How well you know Kingfish, Nimrod Duncan, and Christina working hard. So you remember Dawn Hastings was locked out of Congress Place and they discriminate against her, as a female leader of the party. Tabitha and them, they had treated Tabitha bad as well. So Tabitha and them, all of them back in Risedale. I don't know. Christopher Jones telling Sherrod Duncan, Aubrey Norton go the big so. Listen, people like God, I don't worship in this. Let me come off of this thing. I don't this life too long. Y'all like nonsense. Look, people, again, it's all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about what Guyana. And so the comrades see you at the Congress.
place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources.